I love it. I love waking up early now. I think that's a sign of being an old man. You remember that?
You're an early bird now.
Early bird. I'm an early bird. You know what I mean?
It feels good.
Yes.
It feels good.
It feels like you can accomplish stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I used to wake up at like 12-ish.
Yeah, you're a stand-up comedian. I mean, you're doing shows till 2 a.m.
Well, yeah, when I do them, yeah, but I haven't done a show in like a week, so I have no excuse to. You know what I mean?
To
now,
wake up in the PM.
Yeah, now I'm just being lazy. You know what I mean? Like, why am I still in bed? I don't know. It's a luxury to be in bed, right?
Yeah.
But man,
do you think that your day is better? Have you ever woken up and like just watched TV or?
Yes.
It just makes every day feel like a Saturday.
Yes,
right?
every day feels like Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
Only I'm watching adult stuff now. You know what I mean?
Like what?
Like, God, ESPN.
Nice.
No, I'd watch that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
We didn't really have ESPN when I was a kid, but I'd watch like sports.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know how. What would I watch? I was into sports. No, I was watching sports. I think they did have it like an ESPN.
Nice.
Because I was into college basketball when I was a kid.
It's hard to wake up early if you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. So, like, you don't need to get up early. So why bother?
Why are you here early?
Sleeping.
Why are you here early? You've never come here this early before.
For you guys, I heard you guys are coming in early. I'm like, I'm going to be there.
Are you serious?
That's 100% true. Caelan, am I ever here this early?
Never.
Never.
No, you don't have to ask Caelan.
Yeah. Joe, am I ever here this
I don't
early?
understand why you ask Caelan.
Am I ever here this early?
Yeah. Never in my life have I ever been like, man, I don't know who I was with earlier today. who can I ask? Let me ask this guy who was with me. Caelan. Is Chris ever with me? No, he's never here, Joe. Wow, he felt. Oh God!
Glad we cleared that up.
Yeah, glad we cleared that up. Look who's walking in late. This is what
Uh-oh.
We've been on for 34 minutes.
What's up, guys?
We've been on the air for 34 minutes.
What do you guys talk about?
A lot of stuff without you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Should we rehash it? Should we start?
No.
I think
We're not going to revamp it.
I think we should start over.
Why would we do that? Why would we?
Because you need my input on everything you talked about.
I would like to hear his opinion on that, though.
Thus far.
What?
Waking up early.
No, how are we going to ask a guy that came to work late about waking up early?
I think he wakes up early.
Sense.
I think he wakes up early.
I don't know how Chase knows this.
What?
I wake up
At 5 a.m. This is a 5 a.m. looking dude.
4 a.m.
Why? Why?
And I go back to sleep at 7:30.
But why do you wake up?
I have no idea because I go to sleep like.
So that's old man shit, right?
Old man.
That's what I said.
Old, absolutely.
I said I'm getting old now because I wake up early now.
It's 100% old man.
Yeah, because my dad started doing that. He was, and then he would blame it on the military. He was like, "Well, I was in the military for 22 years." I'm like, "That doesn't. The fuck does that have to do with getting 8 hours of rest, Dad?"
Well, the thing about waking up at that time is that you're creepy in the house, right? Because there's nobody else is up, so you're just walking around the house.
Are you
Dude, the
trying to be
birds aren't even
quiet?
chirping yet.
Yeah, you're trying to be quiet.
You're trying to not wake anybody up.
Yeah. So
Don't wake up the birds.
You're being creepy in the house.
You just walking around looking for stuff to eat.
Yeah.
It's still like breakfast, but you're still eating late night snack.
Stew. You're still eating beef stew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You just made a cheese and cracker. What the fuck? It is 4 a.m, man. I do that.
That's my life, man.
Different lifestyle.
You know why I said cheese and cracker? Chase comes over to the house, right? And it kind of freaked me out because I forgot I left him out. But I was up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. and then Chase goes, "Man, these crackers are good, man." And I'm like, did he just pull out my crackers? The same ones I just ate at 4 o'clock in the morning? What is the coincidence? I go, "What crackers?" "Man, them Skyflake things, man. Them Filipino shits. Who the fuck names crackers Skyflakes, man?"
What do you call them?
Yeah, they're called skyflakes.
I know, but what did he call them? Filipino shits?
Yeah, them Filipino shits, man. Man, those are good, man. The Filipino shits is good.
You know, if it's
you know what's crazy about Chase is he sounds like if you close your eyes and you've never met Chase, like if it was a dark room, he's the whitest guy in here.
Yeah.
Like Caelan is more black in the dark before Chase. Like Caelan is like if Caelan starts talking in the dark, everyone's like, "Oh, that's definitely the blackest guy in the room." Caelan, he's scary. He's scary, man.
Yeah.
Wait, do the order of blackness for all of us. Who's the order of blackness? Who's
order of
one?
blackness would go. I'd go Dre. In the dark, like if it was in the dark and no one knew, it was just voices.
Right.
It would go Dre.
Yeah, Dre would be first.
Yeah, Dre would be first. Caelan, say something.
2.
Boom.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2.
The only time Caelan doesn't sound black is when he agrees to something. Sure, I'll do it.
Yeah, totally.
Oh my God! Does he really say sure? I'll do it.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll do it. Oh, that's funny. I guess what I'm getting at, Chase, is you would be the absolute like if we got more people in this studio that I don't even know, I would still go out on a limb and say you would be the last person to think that people would think with that guy's voice right there. That's a black voice. They wouldn't say that.
They would know.
But
would you say it's white?
Like right there, just right there, right there, right there, right there.
What?
Right there, what you just said, it was white? Do you think people think I'm white? No, I mean, it doesn't have to be white, but
It's
just
just,
corny. You'd be corny.
I don't have a corny voice. Do I have a corny voice?
Not corny, but like in the dark, if no one knew who you were, they would be like, oh, that guy's a little stiff.
All the listeners right now, you're blowing their minds like, wait, so Chase isn't white?
Yeah.
Hilarious,
Right?
Hilarious. I saw a fan walk up that's never seen a picture of us, and then when Chase goes, I'm Chase, she went like this. What did you do with him?
I don't,
But every now and then, this little black side comes out of Chase. It's crazy. I saw him get mad on stage at a chick, and he got like really black. He started off like this because she was talking. You know what I mean? She was like being obnoxious and talking to him, and then he went like this. He goes, "Ma'am, can you please? Because we're trying to be like, this is people are here to watch us laugh and have a good time, and I want to have a laugh. Just be quiet, man. He's doing very Chase. You know what I mean? Please, just be quiet.
Polite, cordial.
And then she did it again. He's like, "Hey, bitch." This is my last time, bitch. Don't let a motherfucker say this shit again. We're done. Are we done? Are we done, bitch?
Oh, man.
Tired of these bitches, man. Now here's my impersonation of...
That's funny.
He goes into character again. It's always on TNT. They always play it on TNT. He just went right back into his character. Nah, I'm tired, bitch. I'm tired, bitch. We're done. He had some roughness in his. He had some Wu-Tang in his voice.
I've never
We're done, bitch. We're done. We're done, bitch.
Oh,
yeah, he got mad, bro.
Talking to the soul,
bro. I ran to the side of the stage. I'm not even joking. He was so mad. You remember? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You ran out there. You were like, "Who the fuck is out there?"
I go, "Who ran on stage to grab the microphone from Chase?" That's obviously a black guy. Is Caelan here?
Someone's yelling at Chase right now. Grab the mic and is yelling at Chase.
No, Caelan's here. That's true. That's a true story.
People bring it out, man.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. He does. He gets a little mad. When he gets a little angry, man, he becomes black.
We've always been taught to live by cultural. So
yeah,
we gotta suppress that thing. You gotta suppress that thing.
You gotta suppress. Yeah. So Chase goes through life suppressing it.
Yeah.
This is a suppressed person right now.
No, he's not a suppressed person.
But when he talks, he's suppressing the real,
he's holding
the
it
deep root.
Should I let it out? Should I just let it out?
I
don't want to scare
like slowly, like DMX.
You gotta give him forewarning. Give the forewarning.
Hey. Yeah. That's not him. That's not DMX.
Right.
But you know what's crazy is DMX did have a high pitched Chihuahua dog.
He did do that.
He did have a high pitched.
Chihuahua?
When he would go into character, he would always release like the Chihuahua bark.
He would start with that one.
Yeah,
and then it would end up with
Pit
Bull.
But he'd start with. He would start with a Chihuahua. I swear to God, I'm not making this up.
That's true.
I believe you.
That's
didn't
true.
know that though.
He goes, ow, ow, ow. It's like a little tiny fucking Chihuahua dog. And then he'd do his like Rottweiler and Pit Bull. Yeah.
Yep.
But at the beginning of the song, it was always like, ow, ow. X gonna give it to Ruff. Dude, I had a dog that would not shut the fuck up, man. Her name was Sissy. She was cute. I got an old picture of her, but goddamn, man, she would bark like that.
Like a DMX.
She would never go towards the door. It would just be like she's asleep, and then her head would pop and go, and then fall back. Like she did shit. Like whoever was close to the door
was scared.
Ran.
Scared as
and
shit.
she knew it. Like, I'm done.
You know how dogs, as they grow, they don't recognize their size? Like, they don't know they got bigger?
Yeah.
Do they not know that bark doesn't scare anybody?
No.
It's like somebody with a shitty car horn. They don't know.
They don't know.
It's like,
It doesn't have the same effect.
That's funny.
like, shut that horn. We did the funniest thing the other day. Was next time somebody's driving by you and they shoot you the finger, just wave at them like you know them.
Oh, yeah. Someone shot me the finger. Yeah, someone shot me the finger, and I went like this. I went, hello.
Like you recognize them.
Yeah. Hey, Steve. The power of my finger's not working. This is supposed to make you mad. Hi, Steve. You cut me off. Nah, hi. Like your hair. It was so funny. You know, it's the kind of flip off where it's, you know, the flip off where you can throw the knuckles down.
Yeah.
And it looks like a F-15 fighter jet. You know, that one. Yeah. And then there's the one that my dad does where it's just like, finger.
The angry.
Pull those knuckles down.
It's like a fist with a fucking sword at the end of it.
That's definitely a white man's
Anger. That's a
middle
white
finger.
anger.
That's the white middle
That's
finger.
white rage. Fuck you, buddy.
Fuck you, man.
They gotta get full finger.
Yeah,
They
this
gotta
all.
be full
You know what saying comes with this finger right here?
What's that?
Go back to where you came from. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, build the wall.
100%.
Some history about
Yeah, man. Yeah. Go back, man.
The fuck out of here.
We don't want you here.
the deep-seated hatred.
Go back to where you came from. Who the fuck says that? What the fuck? Seattle? You want me to go back to Seattle? How did you know I was from Seattle, asshole? No, another place. You go back to the other place. Houston? No! Like you gotta get on a ship and go back.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? Who the fuck says that? If you're saying that in 2018, shoot your fucking head off. God, that is the most uneducated fucking ignorant shit you could possibly say to somebody.
Right.
Go back to where you came from. China.
Okay.
China.
Chris is Filipino.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That fucks them up because they have no idea.
They have
where
no
that
idea. They have no idea. They thought that was China.
Yeah.
That's where that joke came from. When I did that joke, I love orange chicken. I used to work at Alexis Park Hotel, and they would have these group check-ins, with the tour bus, and would have Japanese or Chinese, or it would always be a group of Asians. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we would check them in, and there was this girl. I swear to God, she would always get frustrated. And she'd be like, "Joe, can you talk to them?"
Okay.
I'm looking over my shoulder like, why'd you choose me?
Right.
Yeah.
Because, look.
We know why she chose you, Joe.
Come on, Joe. Aren't you like them?
You're close. You're close,
Isn't that
right?
your people?
I'm Filipino.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean,
Maybe they'll understand you
would
better.
would they not speak English? They just have a slight accent.
Oh, they would. No, they would they would have really hard accents, but you know what I mean. But she was just being lazy.
Yeah.
You could talk to them. They're not stupid. You know what I mean?
Well, in that situation, there's only a few things you can be asking for, right? I mean, it's not like the conversation is going to go so far left that
Exactly.
you need Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, he's not asking where. Yeah. He's not asking where to get the best prime rib.
Exactly.
Where's my room?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Help me with my bags.
Point
dude.
me.
That's such a privileged way to think too. Is oh, this person has an accent, they're stupid. But it's yo, I speak one language, so if you can kind of speak more than
Bro,
you know what I mean?
I used to get mad. I used to do that joke about France, right? I did this joke where I talk about how rude they are and all that stuff. And but now that I'm older and I kind of get it. You know what I mean? I kind of get. No, I don't kind of get. I really get it. It's like when people come to America, they go out of their way to learn the language to get by.
Yeah.
They learn at least that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never seen a tourist come over here, and when they do come here and they don't at least try and speak, then I'm like, I get mad. You know what I mean? But then I got to put myself in their shoes and go, well, that was me in France.
Yeah, we just go over there. You just went over there and winged it the whole time.
So I can't get mad at that person because now I understand why French people were mad at me because I'm not even trying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I
they're
me?
struggling.
Yeah, you don't have the little book.
At least try. If you at least try, they'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
But if you're going to go there and go, salt for the fries, salt. You do the hand gesture, shaking. He comes back with Parmesan. Not Parmesan, salt.
The white speckles.
He comes back with lemons. For the fries. You're holding the fries. Fries! Salt!
Then he brings more fries.
He got so mad at me. I was actually asking for ketchup.
Oh, this happened.
Oh, yeah. He was so fucking mad. It was at a restaurant. I was so mad. I was talking so much shit. I was with Ian Edwards.
Yeah.
I was so mad. And Ian agreed. He was like, yeah, B. Yeah, B, I don't know how he doesn't know, B. It's French fries, man. We need ketchup. I don't know if that's the worst Ian Edwards impersonation. But I swear to God, all I wanted was ketchup. He kept bringing me everything else.
I'm sure.
Everything.
I'm
Pepper.
Sure, I think that guy was fucking with you.
Butter.
Every American that comes in there is
That's
asking
true.
for ketchup.
That's true.
100%
I said that
guy's
too.
fucking
I
with
did
you.
say that too as well. We were also in the heart of an area where it wasn't tourist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I was taking his side, but not taking his side. You get what I mean?
I get what you mean.
I was well, he's not really dealing with American customers that much. So maybe he doesn't know what salt is, but then I'm like, man, motherfucker, salt! Everyone knows salt.
Is it wrong to think everybody in the world knows that we eat ketchup with our fries? Everybody in the world.
Ooh, that's a good
I
one.
would think that if you know anything about...
Well, I think that... I don't know if it's wrong. I think it's a little arrogant.
It's a little arrogant.
I think...
Oh, shit, I keep saying salt. It wasn't salt. It was ketchup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I think we're a little arrogant in that area. We just assume that because we're, kind of the prevailing culture that everybody gets.
I love it when you talk. Right? I really do. I would have never said prevailing. I would have never said that. I would have never said that, Trey. That is education.
Hey, man, I pulled it from way back there.
God, good. That's called repetition. Like you speak like that. So it's in your repetition. You have a very wide vocabulary.
Repertoire. It's in his repertoire.
We're back in France, motherfucker. Ketchup.
Do you know ketchup,
motherfucker? Ketchup.
I don't watch American movies. I don't know.
Oh, you mean the repertoire? The repertoire? Fuck you. I didn't know. Chase has so many characters, man. White guy, French guy, black guy from New Orleans.
Never know.
Hilarious.
So what did you say? What was that word you said?
Prevailing.
Prevailing what?
Culture. We're the prevailing. I mean,
Is it bad that I don't have an extensive vocabulary?
No.
Should I read a book? Should I? What is it that you did to have a wide vocabulary? What is it? Because I know I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. I know there's people listening right now that talk very basic as well. You know what I mean? Just the key words to get by.
So this is going to go deep, but I don't want to go too deep into it. But as a kid, I always, as a black kid in the 70s, you always think that white people are educated.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I went to an all-white school after fourth grade. And so my whole thing was I want to make sure that I can communicate. You know what I mean? So
why is
everybody has different levels of education.
I don't know. I don't know words or I mean I know words, but there is one word that kind of messes with my mind, which is the word racist. But we say the word racist.
Right.
You can only be a powerful race to be a racist.
Correct.
So if you live in America and you get called a racist, that's because you used your race to oppress another race. That's the definition of that word.
Absolutely.
But I feel like they've changed that word and given it another definition, which doesn't make sense to me. When they'll say somebody, oh, well, he's just being a racist.
What they
different.
mean-
You mean he's being prejudiced.
Prejudice. That's what.
There's a difference. There's a huge difference because racism is a very powerful word. That means you used your race to make sure that other race wasn't able to do anything. That's racism. But you're just saying that this guy doesn't like that person because of his color. Well, that's prejudice.
Right.
So why is it that they choose to not use that word? Do they choose to use that word to make it sound
It's stronger? It's just a stronger word.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Racist is that says a whole lot more than prejudice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like prejudice is kind of like
Did it lose
Gray
its
area.
definition?
no. It's just it hasn't lost its definition. It's just that now we use it for so much.
Yeah. I feel like they're numbing the word.
That's what I
blanket
think.
term.
They like
Because I think you
yeah.
should save that word. You know what I mean? Trump is a racist. It's clear. You know what I mean? I'm not a political guy. I'm not going
Yeah.
to say that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's clear. Like, look what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a form of racism. And, but there's other cats that they'll say the word racist, and I'm just like, I kind of cringe because well, he's not being racist. He's
Yeah.
being prejudiced.
Right.
He's very ignorant.
Right.
He
Because he doesn't-
clearly doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, and he's being prejudiced about it.
Yeah, he
Right?
doesn't have any power.
Yeah,
doesn't have
he
any
has no
to
power.
to go along with
Exactly.
with his feelings. He
With
has
his,
no,
exactly.
he has no power to wield over people.
Yes.
Yeah.
So racism, you're using power to
Are
oppress.
you
Yes.
doing? Jotting this down, Chris?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
prevailing racism.
But that's what it is.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like when I hear that, I'm just like, man, that's a strong word.
It's a very
That is
strong word, and that's why people throw it around like that. Because if we're in an argument, you and I are in an argument, then we're different races, and I go, "You're prejudiced." That doesn't sound as strong as you're a fucking racist.
Yeah,
that, That sounds
that
like,
one cuts.
Yeah.
That one cuts and makes people stop eating and look.
Yeah, right.
When you say you're prejudiced, I'm like, well, no shit. We're in the South, motherfucker. We're all prejudiced. Now go back to where you came from. Ooh, if I had the power to make you do that, I'd be a racist.
Go give me some goddamn ketchup.
Now give me some fucking American-style ketchup for these freedom fries. Son of a bitch.
So here's the thing. It's funny because prejudice is funny.
Yes.
Racism's not so funny.
No, racism is not so
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like prejudice, we could talk about prejudice things that people do that different races do to each other and say to each other and feel about each other all day, and it's funny.
Yeah.
You start talking about racism because of the power.
Yeah.
Not so funny.
Yeah, because prejudice is like, look at how stupid this motherfucker is. You know, you're making fun of how dumb they are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's another one. We live in a time where, like my son, like I feel like everyone is just brown now. We hear that a lot too, right? We always go, man, we're all just becoming brown now. You know, we still gotta remember where certain words came from, and right there's a responsibility, right?
Yeah.
But how do you explain that to my son? They don't teach it in school anymore. They don't teach it like they used to.
Right.
We had to watch Roots.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking right now.
Yeah.
That was a week at school.
Yeah.
They made us watch Roots. So like they really taught you about racism and slavery and blah blah blah. Like you know what I mean? Like that was a big thing. That was a week at school, and they don't do that anymore. You know what I mean? I think it's very brief now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's as deep as it was when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. And then you also have, you know, the people that my son idolize. That's another bad word, right? Idolizing. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like his heroes right now are little Uzi Vert.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little Yachty. Can't get enough of the fucking Migos.
Right.
You know what I mean? And his hip hop is all he talks about. That's all he watches on Instagram. That's all he follows.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you call him a fucking racist if he's fucking singing the lyrics? And you know what I mean? Like, my son will sing those lyrics, and he doesn't. You know, he dances on the line. You know what I mean? But then I'm like, I'm not going to tell him not to.
Yeah.
He's not a prejudiced kid. He's not a racist kid. What is it?
I remember.
But if you didn't know who he was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Publicly, they would be like, yo, you can't fucking say that. It's like, but I don't get it now. I
remember
don't.
the first show that I did with you was it was Too Short was here. And do you remember that?
Right.
And I asked him that question, and I asked him specifically because he was a pioneer in hip hop.
Yeah.
And his answer, I appreciated his answer. He was like, if the kids are from the culture, then I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
But I think what happens is you get kids that are outside of the culture because hip hop is worldwide. So you get kids that are outside of the culture that are so it makes it uncomfortable. You get that kid who comes from privilege and wealth and they're on a yacht.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're like, okay, really? Like, come on.
Yeah.
You guys you're not from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's the line. I don't know where the line is because as a black man, obviously, I don't like to hear the word too much. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, coming from hip hop culture, I get it.
Yeah. You don't want to hear it, but you love it.
I love it.
You do. I do. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to fucking lie, man. I remember watching Chris Rock. I remember watching Chris Rock's the TV show, the one on HBO, and he went and bought CDs, and he accidentally bought the what is it called? The edited version of I forgot what CD he bought, but the censored version. And he went back and complained or something like that. Like, who the fuck? Like, what?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna listen to this shit. Like, and it's true. It's like I love I grew up with it, man.
I think for me,
it's like the words and all that. That is what rap is all about. That's what hip hop is, and it's like I don't know how. I don't even know how to say it.
If I'm with,
I don't know how to say it. Like, it's not that I love the word, but it's just like. It's like fuck. It's like fuck. It's like the word fuck to me. I gotta say fuck on stage. Right. I love it. I love the word fuck. Yeah. I think fuck is the funniest word. Fuck will make a joke even funnier. It gives it that extra oomph. There's something strong about that word,
and it's a word that's in your repertoire.
It is. It's in my repertoire. If I was in France,
yeah.
But you know what I'm saying,
no, so
and that's what that word is to hip hop. Like,
if I'm hanging, like if I'm with my homies, right? Mm-hmm. That word is probably flying out of my mouth 100 times in an hour.
Mm-hmm. I've seen it. I've seen it.
But
he's just like you, Chase.
But here's but here's the thing: is that in I guess you would call it mixed company. I don't speak it because I it's just not. It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think in the beginning of hip hop, it was not supposed to be, but it ended up being this kind of underground communication amongst neighborhoods.
It's your handshake
in America, right? Mm-hmm. So we were talking to each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then as it grew and started to sell and got mass appeal,
yeah,
everybody else got the same communication. So so it's like so when you tell artists, you say, well, you guys shouldn't put the word in songs then.
Yeah.
But it wasn't meant for in the beginning. It wasn't meant for everybody.
Yeah. Because it was so underground. It wasn't mainstream. It wasn't. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
We were sharing.
Yeah. This was never supposed to happen.
It was never supposed to.
This was never supposed to happen. No. This wasn't. You guys thought it was supposed to be on a mixtape.
Yeah, right.
And it was supposed to be passed around the neighborhood.
Exactly.
Yeah. This shit owning the Grammys and being the highlight of every fucking music award show.
Right.
No one gave a fuck. No one gives a fuck about any other category but the hip hop fucking award.
Right. And really,
who's it going to and who's performing?
It was just a dude from New York telling dudes from Philadelphia what was happening in New York.
Yeah.
That was
exactly.
What it was.
That's
what
it.
it was.
That's it. And then somehow it got to Tacoma.
Got to Tacoma.
And then we would emulate it.
And here we are.
And here we are.
Yeah.
But it's got to feel good, right? Like you speak other languages. Like when you're around your people, you start.
I go in.
It feels good. It's like you know what I mean?
I'm good, man. Yeah. I'm really good. I'm like surprisingly good. Like sometimes I'm like, God damn, I understand everything you're saying. I want every Filipino to know this right now, especially if you speak Tagalog. I understand everything. Don't think I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Don't let my hazel eyes fool you. I understand everything, and I can get through. You drop me off in the Philippines, I will make it back. I can speak it. I can speak it well enough to get to where I need to go, and I can understand everything you're saying.
But that's the same thing, though.
I don't understand what you're saying.
when you're in a Filipino household, and it's just you, right? Mm-hmm. You kind of
embody it.
You let kind of a guard down, and you go, I'm being Filipino right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
And that's the same thing. We have the same thing.
Dude,
That's why Chase, when he gets here, he sounds a little uptight.
Yeah. He sees the word Corolla and he's like, I'm ready. Here we go. Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Repertoire. Microphone check repertoire. DeRusso. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's all right. If you're gonna speak somebody's language, you got to practice. That's all I'm saying. Practice in your car. If you love the music, practice in your car.
That's what I do.
Because we know when you're singing it if it comes from a place of love, right?
Yeah.
Like there's people that can. I've seen white guys saying it's like, hey, you can tell. Like, oh, you're about it. It's fine
for sure.
So you got to take a lot of practice. Sometimes years.
Yes, years.
Or like your son, you're born into it.
Yeah.
But I don't think you have anything to worry about your son, because the way I see it, if a cop looks at you and thinks that might be a black kid, you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad because I don't want to be that dad, man. I don't want to preach that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's times where I cringe because he's so into it. But it's like, that dude loves little Uzi Vert, bro. Like, that's all. You know him, Chase. You see the kid.
Yeah.
He can't be in a car without that shit playing.
Yeah.
He can't. He cannot. He's on Spotify 24/7, and that's all he. And then here's the other thing. He's in the business of finding shit that no one listens to.
Nice.
He's that kid. He's
Love
like
it.
how I was when I was a kid trying to
Yeah.
look for singles and all that shit.
Love it.
He does. Am I right?
Yeah, he goes to SoundCloud. He looks
Yo,
up
he
people
looks up
before.
people.
If there's somebody famous, we heard about him like 3 years ago because of that kid.
Yeah, he's got this one track that he
That's
pulled up.
dope.
He's
That's
got this one track he pulled up, and like the name of the artist was like XY4465. It was like a title number.
It's a barcode.
Yeah, it was. I'm like, who's this dude? He's like, I don't know. I just stumbled on it, Dad. Like he's like in it. So I don't want to take that away from him. I don't want to discourage him from that. Because when you start doing that shit, that's when you discourage him, especially at that age.
I think their generation's rules are different than ours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, we came up different. You know what I mean, like everything was kind of separated and everybody was in a box. And I think they don't live like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I see. My generation that was the running joke. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. No matter, we all knew that dude ain't prejudiced. Just don't say that word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was the running joke. You know what I mean? Yeah. If I were to say it, get my ass. You better not say it. Get your ass kicked.
Right.
Remember?
Right.
Like that was the running joke for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our generation.
Yeah.
And it's still like that for me to this day. Yeah.
Well, I think
if I'm around you, I'm gonna be like, I don't want to say that word around Dre. But I'm not gonna stop my son. Yeah. I'm not. I don't want to. Is that weird? Will he catch it?
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
We're just at a weird time.
We are at a weird
transitional time, so I don't know.
Because aren't we teaching prejudice? There's no way that my son is racist, and there's no way he's prejudiced. Mm-hmm. There's no fucking way.
But he's just influenced by pop culture.
Bro, he tells everyone that you're his dad. What racist, prejudiced kid does that shit?
Yeah, self-hating one.
He loves the culture.
Yeah,
he loves everything. He's just full of love, man. But that's a lot of these kids nowadays, man. They're very all inclusive. I think if the internet or something, whatever happened, everything's all inclusive now. There's extremes on both sides, of course, but for the most part, I think most people are normal humans.
Yeah.
And we're all just fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
You know?
We're all just cool, man.
I think it'll be fine.
You think it'll be fine?
I don't think you need to tell them that.
I think what happens is we live in a society where we have the right to express how we feel, and we also have the right to do what we want. And then when we get to that point of comfort, all of a sudden there's a bunch of groups that want us to go right back to segregation again.
Yeah.
They want us to go right back into our little pockets and become whatever it was that we didn't want to be.
Status quo. They want to keep it status quo.
Is that what that's called?
That's what it's called.
Yeah, they want to keep us all fighting together so that way we don't evolve. And get
That's called status quo? I had no idea what a status quo was.
I could do 2 hours on wanting to keep things the same.
Really?
It's ridiculous.
Is that also the people that are on the outside? But I feel like that's also the people on the inside.
Well, what happens is that you become conditioned, right? So
yes.
As a culture, you become conditioned. So black people are conditioned to certain things. I was in New York 10 years ago. And I had homies up in Harlem, right? And they were in the projects and stuff. And I would go down to Soho and hang out by myself.
Yeah, that's a safe place.
And they would go, "What the fuck are you doing in Soho?"
Really?
Yeah, we don't. And the exact words, true story.
Wait, how long ago was this?
10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. No.
Wow.
We don't go down there.
What? Not 10 years ago.
10 years.
This must have been longer. I think you're thinking 20.
No, 10, 12 years ago.
Wow.
Mid 2000.
Wow.
Maybe 2003, 2004.
Well, maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe you're right. Like just after, like just still part of the 90s, like, right?
Yeah.
I guess
we don't go down there.
Wow, that's
and
crazy.
I'm from the West Coast, so I'm like, I go where I want.
Yeah.
I just happen to not want to go to Arkansas.
That's so true. So that was a thing.
Yeah.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
But we're not there anymore. Not anymore.
Well, no. I'm sure. I'm sure we are. I mean, I'm sure a lot of us are, though.
Yeah. You know, you said go back to where you came from. I was at my friend's house in Cleveland. Like, he took me to his family's house.
Yeah.
And his aunt, total racist. This like, no, I'm not kidding. Like, we were just sitting on the porch, and this black kid on a bike just rolls down the street, and she swings open the front door and just yells, "Hey, what are you doing in my neighborhood? Go back to where you came from."
No way.
Top of her lungs at this little kid riding by on his bike.
What?
And I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, she hates me now. I'm a brown kid like sitting on our porch. Like, now I'm worried. Like, yeah, this is crazy. I've never seen anything like it. The most racist thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And this was, I don't know, probably 12 years ago.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Damn, 12.
Yeah.
That shit is
But
12 years ago.
Yeah.
God, that's still around. That type of talk.
Yeah.
Right?
Full finger with the
finger. That's the
No
full
knuckles.
finger.
full middle finger.
But I think like the weirdest thing happened. Like, so I think the news was a thing, and then we all realized how bad the news was once the internet came out, right? Mm-hmm. But then the internet let people sort of pick which channels that they want to get their news from. So now all of a sudden, people are. It's just as twisted, if not in another way. Like the news was bad, right? Mm-hmm. But now it's like you can twist it even more to be as extreme as you
People
want.
They live in echo
chamber. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because what happens is they only access what makes them feel like they're right.
So it's like, I don't want to get that news. I don't agree with that one, but I believe in this one that's, that says it like it is or whatever. You know what I mean? Then before you know it, you're in that echo chamber and all your friends are of that world. Yeah. So whenever you go out into the real world, you don't know how to act.
You get no conflicting opinion. It's just, can you imagine living in that world like
where
that?
there's no debate.
Yeah, there's no debate.
There's no debate.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So you have those weirdos, but most people aren't, because we go all over the world. Yeah. Most people aren't like that.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some people like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people
bad
like that.
seed.
There's a lot of people like that.
His name's Timothy. Timothy's always the bad one. He just got that look on his face. Right?
And he just says the most I'm going to use the word. He says the most racist thing with confidence to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and you're just looking at him like.
Yeah, you just kind of feel weird about him when he was watching Conor McGregor fight Floyd Mayweather. You knew he was racist. Like, everyone in the world knew Conor had no chance, but for some reason, Timothy's like, let's get him! Come on, man! I got money on you! Why? Why do you have money on him, Tim? Do it for us! What? That doesn't even make sense. Why?
He got shamrocks painted on his face.
Dude, what is that?
What are you doing? What are you doing, man?
Dude, I told everyone that fight, I was like, yo, there is no way in hell that dude is going to win. Bet your house. I have it on a podcast. If you think I'm lying, I have it on file. I go, there is no fucking. Look. If anyone doesn't like Floyd, it's me. But you know what I mean? Right. I'm always going to be Team Manny. I have to.
Yeah.
But it's clear he's the greatest to ever fucking touch that ring.
Right.
Like, he's the worst person to watch. He's the most slimiest businessman. Yeah. Everyone knows that. But you can't deny the man's skill.
Right.
There's no way in hell. And the minute they said Conor was going to fight him, I go, first of all, this is a business transaction.
Right.
It's like, duh, you're going to ask to fight Conor because everyone in the world thinks that the guy can box because he fights it, he does MMA.
Right.
But that's completely two different sports.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't take the shell off of the turtle and expect him to live life correct. You know what I mean? Like, you can't take his shell and go, now go in there. Like, but I'm a turtle.
Yeah. I didn't even know I looked like this without my shell.
I look what I look. I need my shell. That's basically what Floyd did. He took that dude's shell off. You know what I mean? He was like, look, this is how we're going to fight. It's like, you're going to stand up and we're going to go at it. It's like, bro, you're not going to win.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I even told everyone, bet your fucking house. You want to pay your house off? Today's the day.
Yeah.
Bet the fucking house on it, man. Everyone in the world should have known. There wasn't a fucking chance.
Yeah.
Man, we were watching that fight, and I saw like, you should have heard these cheers. Just wild punches. And they're like, yeah, get him! Like, what? I'm like, that is not coming from a place of sport. Like, I was literally looking at people like, Floyd is joking around right now, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can tell, like, I was literally in there. I was watching. It was a pay-per-view event. It was at the Hard Rock, and I was literally like in the front row. We were all watching it, and I'm just watching people cheer, and I'm just like, "Is it?" Because I had money on it, right? Yeah. I think I put like 4 stacks on it. I was like, "I'm gonna win," right? And I'm looking like, is this real? What are you guys cheering for? Like, I'm just waiting for my round. Like, I know one of these rounds I'm winning.
You know the ending.
Yeah, whenever Floyd decides to rip his fucking face off, I'm going to win.
Yeah, yeah.
But I want to know what you guys are cheering for. What are you watching?
You think they just hated Floyd's character so much?
Yeah.
That
I think in the zeitgeist that year, there was a lot of underdogs winning and things in baseball, in politics. So I think a lot of people were really thinking that was going to happen. But I'll say this, there's a Bruce Lee quote, and I'm paraphrasing this a bit, but he says, fear not the man that's practiced 10,000 moves one time, but the man that's practiced one move 10,000 times.
Yeah. Yo, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. I like that guy. I love Bruce. Ahead of his time. That's why they killed him. Look. Conspiracy theories. Mm-hmm. That, I can talk conspiracy theories all day. Yeah. I don't want to, let's get outside this race. I don't want it to be like that. I want people, people are in their cubicles right now. We live in a good time. It's 2019. I don't want people walking around the office, you know what I mean, like looking at people like, yo. I mean, I know how this dude really feels.
Are you prejudiced? Or
racist? Man. I'm Filipino.
Right.
Just most people are sane. That's all I'm saying. Most people are saying, don't fear leaving the house. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't worry about shit. Don't worry about what they tell you to worry about.
Yeah.
We're cool.
We're cool.
Yeah,
cool.
man.
Everything's cool, man.
Yeah.
Tekashi 6ix9ine was a gangster rapper. That's the times we live in. You can pay to be a blood now. When I was a kid, that was unheard of. You had to really be a blood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You had to really be a Crip.
Yeah.
Now, Tekashi 6ix9ine was a blood.
That is hilarious.
Talk about closing your eyes and listening to voices in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tekashi is the biggest, blackest man if the room was off. If the lights were off. Am I right? If Tekashi 6ix9ine was in this room right now and we turn off the lights and we had one person just listen to a Tekashi rap and then the lights came on, they would all go to Andre and go, my God, that was scary. That was scary. Not one person would go to the dude with long rainbow hair.
Right.
Am I right?
Yeah.
His voice did not fit his face and image.
Right.
Yeah.
It was very DMX, very Timberland boots.
Yeah.
Rough Rider.
That was what he was going for, is DMX.
Is that really?
Yeah.
He was?
That's his idol, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. That's funny that you picked that out. Yeah.
How long is he going away for? Do you know?
I don't know. A long time. They don't. I don't think he goes.
Will they get him?
He doesn't go to trial in September. So.
Oh, he doesn't? But they're keeping him in there.
Yeah.
They won't let him post bail?
Nope.
Bro, you dancing with the wrong wolves, man.
Yeah, I mean, he pulled it off for a while.
Yeah? Yeah.
Whatever he was trying to pull off, he pulled it off.
Yeah, he pulled it off.
That's what it goes down to. You got to surround yourself with a good squad.
That's
bro.
a perfect example of who you roll with. It's a perfect example of your environment, man. You are whatever it is that you fucking hang out with, man. you hung out with some fucking bad people and you started doing bad shit, you probably aren't even that bad of a guy. I've seen his videos on Instagram.
Yeah.
He's a very giving person.
Right.
You know what I mean? He loves to give, and that's a beautiful thing. But for some reason, man.
Charismatic. The kids actually liked him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my son loved him.
But you just get caught up in,
Yeah. But, man, you get caught up. Ooh, I want to be that dude right now. Hey, Tekashi, want to go get some McDonald's? Man, I want to do a drive-by. You don't have to, Tekashi.
We can do a drive-through.
We can do drive-through. All right, let's do a drive-through, but let's shoot one of them motherfuckers. No, we don't have to do that, Tekashi. You're rich. I want some bitches, and I want to fucking shoot some motherfuckers. Tekashi, we don't have to do that.
Tekashi, I want a fillet of fish.
Yeah.
I want to shoot the motherfucker making it. Do you think people choose? I asked my nephew this, man. I love my little nephew, man. His name's Trey. But I asked him because he's one of those kids that's like, I'll deal with it later. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, he just wants to do it.
Yeah.
Like, whether it's good or bad, I'm going to try it. Mm-hmm. And I asked him, I go, yo, like, you're not supposed to do that. Why'd you do it? He's like, fuck it. Whatever. I'll deal with it later. It's just like that. He really said that to me. Mm-hmm. Little kid, 14, says that.
Yeah.
Fuck it. YOLO. He jokes around and says YOLO. But he really means it. You've seen Trey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is a cool attitude. It really is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In most situations.
In most situations. You're right.
Yeah.
But, do people really carry on through life like that?
Yes.
Why?
A lot of kids do. That's like they feel
No,
like they're
I've seen some
invincible.
adults. How about adults?
There's adults that, yeah.
They showed these guys the Halloween shooting. They just got sentenced. All kids.
Okay.
Like 19, 18, 21. This fucking judge laid it down, bro. 41 years, 38 years. Yeah. And these kids, obviously, tatted up from the neck down, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Lived that life, all about that thug. Mm-hmm. Bro, the kid came out of them real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Oh,
if you want to see what pretend thugs are, go see these kids that did that Halloween shooting. Look how they reacted when that sentence came. Yeah. You saw a little kid scared for his fucking life. Mm-hmm. Well, one, I'm about to lose my life because 41 years is done.
Life is over.
And then two, he knows what's about to happen. Mm-hmm. Life is about to get really real right now. All that pretend, shoot 'em up, thug shit.
Yep.
No, bruh. It's done. The one dude fainted, Dre. The one dude fainted. He goes, and by the power of, I don't know how they fucking sentence. The state of California is going to give you 41 years. And then he was like, oh my God.
Mr. Killerloke. Mr. Killerloke, calm down.
It's Steve.
Mr. Killerloke.
They just call me Steve.
No, it says here that you're Mr. Loke. Killer Loke.
I was joking. It's actually sad. It's really, really sad because the way they were crying, you know, as a parent, you know what I mean? You still know that they're just boys. They're little boys, man. Mm-hmm. I was saying that about like college basketball. You know, we put these kids on a pedestal and we scream at them and we hate them. Fuck you!
All that pressure.
Fucking loser! Fucking yelling at them. And then these kids go to the locker room. They're like, can we get some Jolly Ranchers?
Any Capri Suns in there?
Because since they're 6'6", you think they're grown men.
Yeah.
They're not. They're someone's kid. You know what I mean? And that's what they want to do. They literally want to go to the room and play PS3 and get a pizza.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about what just happened on the court. They're getting yelled at like that. The kid is still in them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when they get on that court, they become men.
Yeah.
And they act like men. They're emulating they're emulating their fucking idols. You know what I mean? They become these warriors. On the minute that clock runs out, is our cartoons on? Can we watch SpongeBob? It's real though.
Yeah.
They're 19. That's 4 years older than my son. 3 years older than my son.
Yeah, they're kids.
3 years. Yeah. And you're going to yell at my son in 3 years like that? Yeah. Go to hell. Go fuck yourself. Like, they treat him like that.
Yeah. It's funny. I watched the national championship game, and I thought it was dope. Like Clemson, when Clemson won, and I was like, that's cool. And the coach was talking, and then they go, yeah, he's earned $2 million this year. And it just made me I felt weird again.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, because you're watching the players walk across the field.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're just like, and then they mentioned the $2 million, and I was just
Who made $2 million?
The coach.
Oh,
yeah. And I was just like,
dude, that pisses me off. Yeah. We won't go there.
I was like,
that's some corporate scum shit.
But I was just like, it just kind of took the
it takes the life out of you.
Yeah.
It really does.
Like, could you have not mentioned that? You could have just left that.
Yeah, leave that shit out. Yeah. That shit made me mad when I found out that the coaches were also back. This is back in the day. Like, I think Michigan is the one that started it with Nike, and how Nike was giving all the money to the coach. Yeah. Make sure your athletes wear these shoes, coach. And he's like, I will.
Yeah.
Just give me a couple million. It's like, wait a minute, huh? Ain't nobody watching this. No one's buying Nikes because of the coach, motherfucker. I bought those baggy shorts and those black Nikes because of Weber, not because of the fucking coach.
That shit exists in everything, man. That's what they do with textbooks and stuff. Like
in
school.
Really? Oh, I know.
Right?
What do you mean?
I used to hate that about textbooks in school because all of a sudden the new year would come and all those books that you had last year, they're throwing away because the new textbooks is out. But it's the same goddamn textbook.
They signed a new deal, right?
It's such bullshit, man. Mm-hmm. Such bullshit. Oh, well. Don't be like that. Don't be a shady person, man. That's what we're getting at. Mm-hmm. That's how we're going to wrap this thing up right now, man. You hear all that negative shit, who you are, who you want to be. Just be a good person, man. Don't be shady. Don't be corporate. Don't be scum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't change the textbook font because you want to just make new books to sell to the school. That's corporate shit.
Yeah.
Don't, you know what I mean? Don't make the kids wear Nike because you're making money. Don't be something you're not. Don't be shoot 'em up if you're not really shoot 'em up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Just know what you want. Just be good. We only live on this earth once, man. Enjoy your life.
And it's a short period of
It
time.
is so short, bro.
Yeah.
It is so short. I'm telling you right now, if you're 30, you got 10 years. You got 10 years to know that, hey, half my life is done.
Right.
Half. And the last 10 years, you're pissing on yourself. I'm just being real.
Yep.
Hey, you ain't promised shit at 70. That's a great goal to get to. But when you get to 70, now you're just awake. You know what I mean? No one's coming to you going, hey, we need a 3-on-3 game going. And we saw you, old man. You got your big, giant white Nikes on. Let's go. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Now's your time.
Your life stops at 65. That's when everything stops. 65. Then you're just walking and eating nice. That's what you brag about at 65. I got something nice to eat tonight. I'm already on the fence, man. I played ball with my son. He fucking tore it up. I never felt so old in my life. I had 2 knee braces on. 2 fucking knee braces on. You saw me?
Yeah.
Did you see? You remember we went to eat crab, I think, after that, and I just looked at my son. I was like, yo, dude, you killed it. You really killed me tonight. Like, you got me. Old.
That's a tough wake-up call.
He was like, Dad, you can take the knee braces off. You're like, nah.
I'm leaving these on. I got to heal. Daddy's got to heal.
I want to put another one on.
These are bandages now.
Yeah. Enjoy your life, man. Enjoy your life. You only live once. You know what I mean? Enjoy it every single fucking moment of the day. The minute you wake up, enjoy it. Embrace it. Just be happy to be alive. Send that negative shit to the garbage, man.
No time for it, man.
No time,
There's no time
bro.
for it.
Yeah.
Wake up and hug somebody. It's always fun to hug. Plus, I hate people with dirty hands anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate it when I shake someone's hand and it's wet. I'm like, motherfucker, you couldn't tell me you're clammy? Just hug somebody. Call your mom. I got to. I'm going to call my mom after this show. Tell somebody you love them, man. All right? It's the Koy Pond. We're done.
That was good.